Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is episode
Four.
4,
Season 2.
season 2,
Y'all
season 2,
trying to-
episode 4.
Yeah.
I'm Mara,
This is Tiara.
And I'm Q.
and it's the 3 for me. So today, you guys, we are going to talk about a little bit of a current event. The whole situation with Big Scarr and Gucci. R.I.P. Big Scarr. It's really sad, the whole drug situation and people overdosing and it's just really a lot and it's so sad. You hate to see it, you hate to hear it. But R.I.P. to him. Praying for his family for sure. But the whole situation with him and Gucci as far as his funeral situation and you pay him this money or didn't pay him this money for the funeral. Well, his family, not to mention, he was an artist of yours, so I'm sure you gave him a check already. Where's your money? Where is your life insurance? What's the deal?
He should have had that shit in order. Period.
And
And as far as I'm concerned, Gucci don't owe him shit. Anything else is an incentive after that because he likes you.
I agree. I don't think Gucci is obligated to pay for anything. You know what I'm saying?
No.
At the end of the day, if I have an employee and they die today, what the fuck that got to do with me?
No,
You know what I'm
not
saying?
nothing.
It's sad and
Right.
it's you're sad for them and their family. You don't wish that on anybody, but as an employer, ultimately, because that's what Gucci is, your employer. Why do you feel obligated or entitled for him to pay for any fucking thing?
Right. And what he did, he gave the 20 bands out the goodness of his heart. He's his own man. He has his own family, his own children.
Right. Absolutely.
And there might not be a lot of money to him, but that's a lot of money just to be handing off like, here, do what you want to do with it.
Yeah, and I'm not obligated to.
No, and then you got your dusty ass sister on here talking shit.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos not paying for everybody that work for Amazon.
Exactly.
If they die.
And your cousin,
And he got all the money in the goddamn world.
Exactly. And they was out of pocket.
They were.
They was very much out of pocket. And to me, what made it even worse, y'all on here talking cold cash shit. But the dad and the girlfriend comes front and was like, pretty much they clout chasing, and it's embarrassing and it's uncalled for. And they thanked Gucci and his wife for what they did, because the rest of what everybody else saying is some bullshit.
Yep.
And that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like when things like that go on, people don't really give the person who died their accountability. They want to blame everybody else for their downfall when he had an opportunity. He was blessed with the opportunity.
Absolutely.
He should have executed the opportunity.
Right.
And you still died from doing something that was very much unnecessary. And I feel like in those times, once you get the opportunity, stop all that bullshit and just talk your shit about what you did. That don't mean you got to do it.
Right.
Yep.
The one that was riding on his coattail and the one that don't have no money is the loudest one talking.
Exactly.
Always.
Because I'm a friend. I like to be a good friend, good sister, whatever. I don't want nobody going on the internet talking crazy if something happened to somebody. To me, it's just embarrassing
Yeah.
in general. And if the one's supposed to be down for you, like they supposed to be down for you, we ain't putting up no GoFundMe's and stuff. We gonna have you a nice basic ass funeral, but you're gonna have it, and we got the fish fried to death. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
But collectively, I ain't really with none of that.
Yeah,
Being mad at other
and,
people.
And then because ultimately, especially in this day and age, where's your life insurance policies? Like,
Right.
you gotta have life insurance policies.
You gotta have life insurance.
You got to. Like,
It's the cheapest insurance. You can get life insurance like $7 a month.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really not expensive as people think it
mhm.
is. Like, it's
Yeah.
no reason not to have.
No.
You can
It's
have a
not.
basic $10,000 plan. That's
Yeah.
gonna put you in the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm like, even for him to send 20,000, baby, 10 would have been enough.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 10
Yeah.
would have been enough for you to pay for his funeral. You know what I'm saying? And do what you needed to do and be done with it.
Because
Right.
And then y'all talking, and then, but she was saying he had a life insurance policy. So why you still out here begging?
That's that
why are you
stupid shit.
mad?
You know what I'm saying? That's why it even screams bullshit, because you really out here on the internet begging, but then talking shit.
Right.
Mhm.
And here
How you talking shit? Oh, he sent that little 10,000 or whatever. The little 10,000. First of all, little 10,000, baby, it ain't enough. If you out here begging, maybe
Right.
pick a side. Either you begging or you got it or you don't.
Right, and Gucci can wipe his ass with 10,000.
Exactly. You the
Let's
one
be
on the
real.
internet talking about it.
Right.
Exactly, and Keisha came straight through and put them fucking receipts and said, "Don't play with her fucking husband." I didn't blame her.
You was fucked.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
And you was fucked.
Yeah. Cause I be asking now. I don't care if it's $200. Where's so and so with your goddamn money?
Right.
Cause the fuck. Cause I'll call her ass. Don't do that.
We know.
Period. She did. She slapped that shit on there. She's like, "Don't do him.
Yeah.
Don't do my husband like that."
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where's all the energy that could have been put into him before he actually died to stop with these damn pills. How he was doing. Like he could not stand up and hold a sentence without falling over because you so geeked up or whatever.
I mean but honestly, like in my opinion, to the younger generation, like that's the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like
Right.
getting high is the culture. That's why like all of the younger rappers, I think you got this half a brick going off. Goddamn big ass fucking tablet phone.
Meanwhile, half her phone don't even work. But we ain't gonna talk about this.
Wow.
A whole nother section.
Okay, my phone been through some stuff, but okay. At least the volume don't work, but I got it on silent. Cause you can't put it on do not disturb. Don't worry about me.
Sorry, y'all.
But you know that's the culture, unfortunately, and it just be like, you know, niggas get high and it's cool, like, but all of these young rappers, that all they do is get fucked up, and y'all getting high on these prescription drugs and shit, and that shit is gonna take you straight to where Big Scarr at.
But this is
and the rest of them fucking, you know, like, and God rest they soul, Juice WRLD, that he was an amazing artist. I watched his documentary. I can't really get into the emo rap. It's not my thing. I do respect him though. I watched Juice WRLD documentary, and I mean, he was an amazing,
brilliant
artist. And I was just like, the way he was on that bitch freestyling and going in, I was like, damn, he's so fucking talented. And you get high. I mean, you getting so fucking high to the fact that, like, just how he was talking, like, we having a conversation, right?
Dozing off.
And that nigga was asleep. I was like, what the?
I think, like, with this generation of rappers and the older generation, as we would call older now, like the T.I.s, the Jeezys, the 2 Chainz, that whole era of people, I think they talked about selling the drugs.
Yeah.
They didn't do the drugs. But I think the younger generation is caught up into what they have and thinking they did that. By the time they really got on, was in the prime or still living the prime of their careers, they had stopped doing all that. They just talking about it. They don't do none of that. Because when the lights go off and the mics go off, they got kids, they got wives, they got family, they got real businesses going on. And the thing about it is all entertainment. Right. So I don't care if you're talking about quarter bricks or what. You don't even do that no more.
Right.
You're just out loud saying it because that shit bop. And it's real, but it bop. But you're not really in action doing it no more because you don't have to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We've advanced from that.
And to me, that's the beauty and magic of music. I ain't never sold a drug in my life, but it makes you feel like you can do it.
Going to Target talking about quarter brick, half a brick.
Hey, okay,
right up in Target.
You know, but that's the thing. That's the power of music supposed to make you feel, but they get it misconstrued. They actually doing it versus like vicariously saying that's what it makes me feel like.
Yeah, like, and y'all really out here getting high, killing yourself.
Crackheads. They beyond crack. This is crazy.
But that's all that entitlement that's spoiling. Because you got to realize, like, even to how it was raised, like, the people that was raising it was the people that was selling the drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now y'all on the drugs.
Now you're on the drugs. Then you got people want to be cool so bad to be on drugs and don't even realize these people don't care nothing about you. You could be going to get weed and die because they're trying to make the money on the back end of it, and you're going to just simply buy a bag, but they done mixed it with something, and you on your way out of here. Don't even know what's going on.
Don't even know what's going on, and you on your way to see your maker.
That shit wild.
That quick.
I was reading an article a few months ago, and the mom was like, "I'm not taking away from what my son was doing because it wasn't right, but he was going to get drugs, not to kill himself, because they tried to make his death like, oh, he went to do this to, you know, for suicide. And it was ruled out, you know, not to be that, but it was just a point. He didn't go for that. what he was doing was still wrong, but he didn't go for that. They made the decision for him.
Right.
Yeah. Crazy ass shit.
It's really sad.
It is. And then his family just going on and on. I was like, she talking the most shit with that damn, what you call it, thing? What they ride? Forklift in the back.
Oh, she was at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Amazon trying to get the rest of the funeral money.
Exactly.
That's why she mad, because she's still at work. She thought she was going to have a come up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they pass around that one train taking pictures.
Yeah, one
Dumbass.
time.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you taking pictures with this dead
They
man?
like Gucci is not getting the chain back.
It's weird. What the fuck y'all gonna do with it? Besides look stupid.
They're going to have to sell it.
They gonna, eventually, I think they will try to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going to do with the chain.
Yeah, I'm not wearing nobody's chain.
They're like, my brother earned this. He did. Not you.
And you look weird wearing it. Why are you wearing it?
They just...
Dumb as
Put
hell.
somebody dead shit on.
Then calling the chain, then calling the money little. But if he retract it back, y'all won't have nothing.
Yeah.
You'd be putting his
If
ass
it's
in
so
fucking
little,
can.
give it back.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That made me sick.
If I didn't send a note, go ahead and get that back.
Yeah, but that's why I don't understand how a person that's begging, talking shit, talking about you ain't sending enough, you ain't have to get sent anything. How you talking shit and somebody helping you?
They better be quiet.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, that don't make it's a contradiction.
It's very much contradicting. And this is a time when you would see Gucci ain't said shit. Because they better leave him alone.
But he don't have to say nothing.
No, you don't.
I'm Gucci, man. I am who I am.
Right. Send the motherfuckers over there. Now y'all gonna need 50,000
That's why I'm like, he
4 funerals.
asked for the chain back, but he didn't really have to ask for the chain back. Like, if he really wanted the chain that bad, I think he can get the chain.
He's not the
that
jewelry
deep.
store where the chain is. I mean, you know,
They doing something like trying to be petty, or thought that he was gonna come through. What he was supposed to do, come through, take care of the whole family because Big Scarr died. I'm thinking maybe that was their mentality. I'm not for sure.
but you have to think, all this stuff is entertainment, and with these jewelry stores and stuff, and who knows, you know, some things may be up under some type of contract paperwork where if you sign an artist, we get how everybody got. I mean, that's a lot of. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like a promotional type of situation.
you really never know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's him doing his part, knowing that, you know, it's over with, but you just doing
Right.
your part under whatever agreement.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, all y'all motherfuckers broke.
And corny.
Mm-hmm. Broke and fucking corny. I'm trying to understand. Y'all so upset, but y'all got a whole rap video going on at the dude's funeral.
A rap video.
Yeah, I seen today where the brother is having like a whole rap video and all these people in the back. If you got so much money, if all of them gave $100 at least, $200, you can get something done.
So the rap video, who was rapping? Like the
His
brother
brother.
or? Oh, okay.
So his brother was recording a rap video at the funeral.
That's what the internet
So is
says.
that what led up to it being 60K? Because it's supposed to have been like 60K for the funeral. That's what she said. We put
But-
my brother away good. It
And
was
but-
60K.
But if you're putting him away good, you do
put
it.
him away good. I gave you 20K to put him away good.
Right.
And you still begging.
Yeah. Just like what's
You
10,
chose
20,
60K. 10,000 is enough for a funeral.
There you go.
You chose 60K, so baby, you need to come up with the motherfucking 5.
Because let's
Well,
be
the
real.
4, because they gave 20.
Yeah, a funeral is a funeral. Once it's over, it's a
But then
box
when it
going
comes
in
my
the
time, baby,
ground.
cremate me, baby. I don't even need no box. Don't pawn box me, baby. Cremate me
Yeah,
and do something good with the rest of the damn insurance money.
Because
on vacation, party.
Yeah, like invest something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take the rest of my money and spread my ashes in somewhere to hide it.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. People just do a lot, and it's really crazy. But
let's keep it real. That goes back to people not wanting to be held accountable for the part that needs to be held accountable to.
right.
If he knew better, he would have did better. You know the position you've been put in, so I know you got some change somewhere. It might not be super rich, but you got some change somewhere.
Yeah.
Where was your life insurance? You're already from the bottom, so they say, right?
Mhm.
So we all know when you from the bottom, people coming at your neck. So you could have got killed today, tomorrow, next week, because people be hating.
Yeah.
So you would just think, let me just go and give me a little life insurance. I got the chance to have these little funds in my pocket. Let me at least align some things for my mom and my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if you got children or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't even think that much. And you literally walk around your hood with bands or chains on, high on drugs, can be robbed and killed at any moment. But y'all mad at somebody else for not being responsible, like taking responsibility for someone that wasn't responsible.
Yeah. Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
They could barely stand up.
Yeah, looking stupid. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be that high.
Ever. I don't understand it. I do not understand. I don't understand the sensation, and I'll never, because I don't do that. And I'm not talking down on people, because I understand. I'm not trying to talk down on people that has gotten hooked to it due to other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But the people that just want to do it, I do not understand it. You know what I mean? Because those type of drugs are easy to get hooked on if you're using it for something else, and then it leads to you being addicted.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't seek help, but that's more understandable because it was used and built off of, something else. But people just thinking it's cool just to take it.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this. No.
That shit crazy. It's crazy.
I would never even put myself in a position to be taking no fucking drugs.
Right.
Listen,
I don't give a damn who doing that shit. You on your own, my boy.
Right.
if I ever seen one of y'all pull out anything, I'm telling you right now,
Please.
pushed in the fucking floor. They catch us fighting, we just fighting. You just get pushed. They'll never understand it, but I'm not watching my friend do no damn drugs.
You're stupid. Why are you doing that dumb shit?
Because this, like, not saying drugs is okay. Let me just go ahead and say that. Not saying any kind of drug is okay. But the drugs that they used to have back in the day is not the drugs today.
Absolutely
It was
not.
so many functioning crackheads.
Listen, take it
back
from,
in the day. Like,
take it from me.
But then I think too, back in the day, people just had a different sense of responsibility.
yeah.
Like, I know I can't get that motherfucking high because I got a family I got to take care
You
of.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know plenty of people, like my mom and them age, that was getting
Listen,
lifted
fucked up.
You
know what I'm saying? But they knew I have a real responsibility. So I don't give a fuck what the fuck I do tonight. But tomorrow, I got to get up and take my ass to work.
Okay.
Listen, this is some real shit, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. And God rest my grandma. So my grandma was like a trap queen. She sold dope, right? We grew up around so many functioning crackheads, it was ridiculous. That's when I learned that people's parents was on crack and things like that. And I know it sounds crazy. My grandma was a really good woman, so she took care of people while having this vice on the other end. So people love to be over there because you getting clothed and you got somewhere to sleep and stuff. But they had their habits that fill her pockets. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So it's people to this day that some people I can't believe they still living because I know what you was doing. And then it's shocking to know that people was doing it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And to know that and how they function and went to work, but I see you on the weekends was always
fucked up,
mind blowing to me. And even within my own fitness,
so that was getting how you smoking crack and drinking.
Yes,
how the fuck you
and listening to music and dancing and stuff.
Dancing, playing cars and shit. You nigga, you high,
man.
Nigga, you high.
Yeah, and I've seen it.
You
with my
fucked
own
up
eyes every day.
These chaps nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
always looking for something higher, something stronger, something that's getting your ass killed.
They don't know how to relax and just have a good time. They just taking it there.
Yeah, like
higher and higher, more and more.
No,
I can't
sleeping for days. Like, what the fuck?
I've had one experience with Oxycontin, and that's because I had surgery on my foot, right? And I had this extensive surgery on my foot, whatever. And the first 2 days, I had to take the medication. Never again. The first 2 days was the last 2 days.
Yeah, no, I didn't even take. When I've had, anytime I've ever had, I had all my wisdom teeth out, stayed awake, whatever. High tolerance for pain, but they'll be trying to give me that Oxycontin and fucking percs. I don't fuck with that. I remember one time I got in a little scuffle with some nigga. Got a little scuffle with a nigga, and that motherfucker almost broke my fucking hand. And I never forget my friend the next day, cause my shit was literally swole up, couldn't barely move my fingers. My shit was through. And she was like, "Girl, I got some Percocets. I'll give you one." So I'm just oh, okay, cool, whatever. I've never taken nothing like that because I don't fuck around with drugs. I hit the weed, I I be fake talking about, you know, whatever. But,
I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that. But if I get drunk enough, I might, you know,
Right.
I might give it a little taste, you know. But she gave me that shit, and I just never forget. I was so fucked up, yo. Like, I literally had to tell them, take me home. I have to sleep. I have to close my eyes and go to sleep because I cannot handle it. It's like my hands was shaking. I felt like a crackhead.
Yeah.
I don't know what a crackhead really feel like because I ain't never been one. But if this is it, this gotta be it. This is what crackheads feel like. This I was in that bitch like.
Yeah, I slept for 2 days.
I literally had to lay down and I slept for hours just because I couldn't handle that feeling. And like, this is one person, and I have real pain though.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like I was just taking it to take it. Like, I'm literally in pain.
I remember feeling like I was floating, and I remember having to use the bathroom, but I have this cast. So usually, you know, if I know I have to scoot or hop, you go early so you can get there on time.
Right.
No. I felt like I was gonna pee on myself, like, because I felt like I was in slow motion floating to the point, and I was so out of it, I couldn't even call my mama's name because I'm dead asleep, like I'm high. This is not it. I don't want that.
It's not it. I mean,
Then you itching? Oh hell no.
Itching? I ain't had that. I ain't had no itching.
No, I had to take. Well, of course, when I had my son, I had to have a cesarean, and then for my daughter as well too. So I was prescribed Percocets. Had never taken it before. I took one, and I never took the rest of them because I was literally sitting there falling asleep. He crying. I'm sitting up. I'm feeding him a bottle. Probably a TD, a bottle, whichever one. Hell, I don't know. But I just know milk was in the eye and up his nose. I mean, he's 17 now. But, you know,
he made it through. But, baby, he was like...
But I was like, I never want to take this again. I didn't care how much pain I was in. I don't know what happened to the bottle. Something happened to it. So they got gone, but I didn't take it.
But think about the experiences we're saying just on some old Nile shit. And people take multiple.
Like, I don't understand.
But, and I mean, like, of course, like, you know, your tolerance build up after you're taking it and all that kind of stuff. So, I understand how it works, but I could never get past the initial.
Exactly.
I couldn't even get past the initial to be like, I'm going to do this shit again.
Hell no. That feeling is terrible.
How was this fun? I'm missing the fun part.
You can't even function. I need to function.
And I think if I wouldn't have went to sleep, I feel like I would have been so paranoid. Oh God, I'm sweating. Like, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God.
Fuck out of here.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I never been, like I said, I never fooled around with drugs or nothing like that. I just always knew it wasn't for me. And then I know it's just too easy to get addicted to stuff. And I went to a white school. Like, high school, I went to a white school. That's all the motherfuckers was doing. Me, my homegirl from my best friend from high school, one of my best friends from high school, saying, we used to throw parties all the time. Like, we used to fucking throw parties, okay? And going in, I never forget, we had this one party at one of her parents' house, and we caught these people trying to do fucking coke in her parents' bedroom. And we was like, what the fuck? We didn't kick these niggas out, like, y'all gotta go. Like, because we in here drink, we already underage, you know what I'm saying? Like, we in here drinking, we kicking it, you know what I'm saying? But, like, we were always very safe. Like, spend a night, whatever, we all cool, our friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, but coke, like, we are in fucking high school. Like, I can't even tell you how many people that I went to high school with. Like, literally, one of my best friends from middle school died like 2 months ago of an overdose.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, we was middle school, 6th grade. This was my very best friend. Like, talk on the phone every day after school, kicking it all the time. Like, his mama and my mama was friends. Like, everything. And it's just like, but their whole family had like issues with drugs. Like, one of his brothers passed from it. He passed from it. His sister battled drug addiction for a long time. You know, she ended up getting clean, which, you know, that's a blessing. But it just be like, as a mom, like as a parent, like I can't even imagine how that feels for your children to be dying from getting high. Like, I just can't even imagine how that feels. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, like, it's not your fault, but you, I'm sure, probably blame yourself to an extent. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have no control. People make their own decisions. I can tell you whatever I tell you till I'm blue in the face, but you're gonna make your own decisions. But you know, like, so many people I know from high school that have died from drugs. It's like, of course, you taking your parents' prescription drugs that they didn't been prescribed, and you all in the medicine cabinet. Now you can't get high no more, so you looking for street drugs to supplement the high that you're trying to get. Like, one of my other homeboys, he used to be on the bus. We used to be going to school. This nigga licking his lips and shit all hard and shit, but you then took an ecstasy pill. Like, we sitting at home, Meg, you and one of our other homeboys, like, and I fucked with y'all. We was cool, but everybody knew I ain't fuck around with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going putting coke in your mouth. We gonna do a gummy, mouth nut. Like, why the fuck? We is in the 10th grade. Yeah. We're in the 10th grade, and y'all niggas is going in the bathroom putting coke on your fucking gums in your mouth.
Wow. I see, even
that's why I be like, it's crazy. This shit is crazy for our generation.
Wine coolers and maybe a few shots. My mama would beat my motherfucking ass.
And I was drinking.
I was scared.
I was definitely drinking in high school for sure. I was drinking, and like I said, we used to have parties, but like that's all we did was drink. We used to drink is history on your ass. Yeah, like we used to drink, play music, and party, beer pong, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I never got into no hard drugs ever. Like, I might have smoked weed, you know what I'm saying? But even then, like, I was so cautious because I already knew what people was into. So, like, I'm only smoking weed with, like, my niggas that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my best friend at the time, like, her older brother, like, he smoked and he used to get us liquor and shit. So, like, I would smoke weed from him because I knew you was grown and you didn't fuck around. You wasn't gonna play, you know what I'm saying? So, you, like, you know, we was safe. You knew who you could get it from, but it's like, now you can get some shit from somebody that didn't fucking sprinkle some fucking fentanyl on that shit, and now you fucking dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, what, you know, like, it's just too risky.
I don't even, during this time, I don't even understand the fentanyl thing. I don't understand.
Yeah, because why you want to kill your customers?
I don't understand the people who sell it, and I do not understand the people that do it knowing what it has done.
Yeah.
What in the fuck? Jesus.
But I be feeling like, too, that high speak to people, I feel like. And it's just like, once you got a certain kind of high or a high from something, you, like they say, you chasing it. So you want that. Like, it's an adrenaline. I don't know, but it don't make sense to me. That's the only way I could try to make sense of it. But it's just so much. It's just a lot. And it's so crazy because even too, like, where I'm from in Ohio, like, the county, they literally just won a big ass fucking lawsuit against Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS because the fucking drug addiction was so crazy.
Oh wow. Listen.
Literally, like, earlier last year, it was Trumbull County and Lake County, and they basically, like, had a big ass lawsuit, and like Walgreens, Walmart, and CVS owe like billions of dollars to those counties because of the epidemic of drugs.
So y'all remember I was just telling y'all about that show, The Pharmacist, right? That's how that thing was going. And
but that was the county where my mama still lived there. That was one of the counties, and I honestly don't think that it's fair, only because, I mean, I think that they share some of the responsibility, but like, if I'm the pharmacist at CVS, I didn't prescribe it. The doctor prescribed it. So you coming after CVS and Walgreens and Walmart and all these pharmacies, and it's like, true enough, they could have been a whistleblower, but the person who was prescribing it, they need to be held accountable. Like, if you've written so many prescriptions of it and it's negligent, then they should be held responsible, not big corporations. You know what I'm saying? Between them and big pharma, those are the only, those are the people I feel like should be held accountable more or less than the actual pharmacies. Now, if it's a full-fledged and it's a fucking pill mill, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a shared responsibility. And I think big pharma is the biggest, you know what I'm saying? But like the show on Netflix. I mean, not Netflix, Hulu.
Mm-hmm. That you was watching?
Yeah, what the frick is it called? I couldn't even finish watching it. It was too much for me, but what is it called? Damn, I can't think of it. It was on Hulu. And
it was good. I can't remember. But I remember you telling us about it.
Yeah, because it was good. I couldn't finish it because it just got to be too much. It was super sad, but and I think too for me personally, like I know so many people that like actually went through this and I saw it firsthand that it just be like,
right. Quincy, you remember when we used
dope
to
sick?
work,
Sorry, dope sick is what it's called. Dope sick.
You remember when we used to work at Mecklenburg Medical Group and they used to call it Adderall Fridays and had them people would come in on Fridays? You don't remember that with Dr. Bachelor's patients? They used to come in saying they lost their prescriptions.
Oh yeah.
Lost their prescriptions. The dog ate it. What my mama had needed to. They had out every Friday.
Really?
It was
they
like,
was ready to get high over the weekend.
And he wouldn't give them to him. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Tell him to come back next month.
Like, you know, when a lot of people addicted to these prescriptions and they try to wean you off of it and it just they come in there, they be going crazy.
Going crazy, crying, making you feel bad, cussing you out.
Yeah.
Bitch, you just was here 3 weeks ago.
It was
You
like,
should
I
not be
can't
out.
help it, got stolen. You was here 3 days ago.
Yeah, like for real.
And now you back again want a prescription. The doctor not gonna write you no prescription. It's been 3 days, ma'am.
Going in.
I'm in pain.
But the dude, Juice WRLD, he talked about that Adderall shit on his. Hey, if y'all haven't watched Juice WRLD documentary, definitely go give it a watch because it was very good. It was very good. It was sad, of course, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you, I watched that thing on Netflix called The Pharmacist. That shit was good, and pretty much it was a white family, mediocre blue collar family. You know, they did what they did. They did good by people, and they didn't know that their son was strung out on them damn pills, and he got his ass killed because they found him in 9th Ward in New Orleans. Because they was like, how the fuck he get over there? We live over here. Why are you in the hood?
Yeah, finding some drugs trying to get high.
And then when somebody came to tell them, it was like, no, he's upstairs in his room. No, his ass been snuck out in one of the 9th Ward and got killed. But it just led to them having their eyes open to what's really going on. And that particular parent pushed it so bad that he made them open up to like national trials and stuff. So if you into watching stuff like that, watch The Pharmacist. I give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. And he didn't stop. But that shit was crazy. Yeah, they had this one doctor made like $2 million just from writing prescriptions. Not even like not touching the people. She had boxes of prescriptions with her name. They was taking volumes, Oxycontin, and Soma. And it was every patient had the same prescription. She was just signing her name. Boom, lines of people outside making thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, because the money there.
Yeah,
the money was definitely there. It still is definitely there. Especially, and I'm sure at that time, the risk wasn't as great.
No, and guess what? For a long time, it was nothing they could do about it. Nothing. That's crazy. You got to watch this shit.
But that be the thing, too, about, like, prescription drugs, is they're so protected.
Yeah.
That's like, even doctors, like, you do all that crazy shit, you done wrote all them prescriptions, made all that money, and it's still very hard for you to lose your license because you're protected.
And they was talking about how the doctors was getting away. Well, the doctors was getting sold to do it because they was like, you can give them this, it'll only kill the pain for 2 or 3 hours. But if you give them this Oxycontin, think about your patient being pain-free for 12 hours.
Yep.
So it was like, oh.
And then on the time release, but that's Dope Sick is literally about Oxycontin. And they talk about the Sackler family, Sackler, whatever their last name is, but the family that started Oxycontin. And like how they did the time release and like how it grew from like you doing 10 grams to 10 milligrams to this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so, because that was good too. And I think they probably go hand in hand, the Pharmacist and Dope Sick. But it was very informative about like how it just even started and like how hard it was to take those people down. And like, they still did not do no fucking jail time. And they've killed millions of people and they're still killing millions of people because it's still available. Like, it's still a drug that is still prescribed. But again, that's the thing about prescription drugs. It's totally different because it's so protected. It was so hard to bring that family down and to bring that down and like to really whatever. Like, y'all done paid the fucking Surgeon General to damn back y'all shit. Like, shit is it's
that's what money do.
That's what money do and corruption. And it's just so sad because y'all literally have killed millions of people.
And that pharmacist.
And made so much money. And y'all still ain't go to prison.
No.
Y'all had to pay billions and billions of dollars, of course, but y'all still ain't broke. That ain't shit to y'all.
The same thing to the doctor and the pharmacist. She didn't do a day in jail. And then they was talking about Purdue. You know,
Purdue, that's the pharma. That's
right.
The Sackler family. That's
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they was talking about how after they done killed all these millions of people, they come up with the drugs to help you off of it. Bitch.
Yeah, because it's and I mean, it's a great business. Because y'all didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great business.
They was asking people like, well, do you think that this killed so-and-so? And they be like, I don't believe so.
Wow.
Yeah, no, because it was like, the person, their argument partially was like, it's not the drugs that's making them addicted. They already have an addictive personality.
Yep.
You're already an addict. You just decided to get addicted to this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is crazy.
They were smart.
They were, and I mean like the delusions, but they sold it and it worked. And it's sad, but shit, y'all motherfuckers want to get high. Y'all was already addicts. That's what if they said y'all was already damn addicts. If you wasn't gonna get addicted to this, you was gonna get addicted to something. That's how they played it though.
Mm-hmm. And then the people that know what's going on looking at you like you're trash. This one girl in the interview, she was like, and I remember I was going in a black hole. They kept saying, when you die, you see the light. She's like, no, I was going down a black fucking hole. And then she said she remembered the medic looking over her, shaking his head like in discussion, like ew. She was like, and that's when I knew I needed to stop because nobody would believe that I needed help. They were just doing what they were supposed to do, but they didn't feel no type of sorriness, empathy, and nothing from me. It was just like disgusted.
Yeah, because you a drug addict.
Yeah.
Why would I feel you chose to do this?
No, give a damn.
Because that's the simple, like you chose to do this. And like a lot of times people, like, I'm not saying for everybody, but some people will be addicted to drugs. They're self-medicating for shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have pain in my body and I'm self-medicating to get rid of that pain. And like, you probably really have like real medical issues, but you're not going to the doctor. You just self-medicating. Now you done went from self-medicating and you're really addicted to this shit because it's addictive.
Right.
Quincy, what you think about that video when you seen that Big Scarr when he was looking like he about to damn collapse?
Fall over.
I think he looking stupid. Looking fucking stupid. I said, look at this shit. Because I'm like, how is he even sober enough to rap?
That's true.
Because when you just standing there, you just,
and on live.
Like, yeah, like being up here, I want to go over there and two-piece his ass.
And that's the thing, out of all that they already knew, they mad at other people today.
Yeah. That's what people are going to do. They're going to, they're going to blame. And it's a sad reality.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always pointing another finger at somebody else.
Yep.
People, I have definitely learned that people in this generation and in the world now, they don't have any accountability at all. It's no accountability whatsoever. Like, it's always somebody else and what they did to you. And it's just like, ultimately, everybody has some type of trauma in their life. Every single person walking the earth. Right. But I can't sit here and continue to blame somebody else. I have to grow the fuck up and take accountability as an adult to handle that shit. And do what I need to do to take care of it, to cope with it, to move forward. And not self-medicating ourselves, getting fucking high, but going through therapy and fucking working through that shit.
Because he was fucked.
I'm sure Big Scarr knew. He know right from wrong. He knew what to do. Obviously, he had something that he's trying to like not think about or something. But they're blaming everybody else except himself.
Yeah, they mad.
Nobody forced him to take these pills. He did this himself.
Right. It was a choice.
Yeah, and I feel like he was the hope in there. I mean, of course, you nobody will lose anybody. Right. So I'm not mad at you for grieving, but you just have to be in a space like, you know what? These was choices he made. We're going to celebrate his life the best that we can. Because he had a chance. He was blessed enough to have a chance, a big chance, with a large rap mogul, corporation, label, or whatever. And here you go, 22 years old. You got your whole life ahead of you. And I felt like, and me being into, like, listening to all these documentaries and interviews and stuff, Gucci was very proud to sign this person. Because he kept saying, this is my secret weapon. I can't wait to get him rolling. Can't wait to get him rolling. Now he gone. So, then people depend on you to be something. And you're not able to fulfill it because you're not here no more.
Right.
I don't know. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's sad.
Crazy and sad.
R.I.P. Big Scarr.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for listening. That's going to conclude our 4th episode.
Get y'all some life insurance.
Get y'all some life insurance and make
with
sure.
Your Cash App card too.
Period. All of that. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. And we will see you guys next episode.
Yep. Peace.